Okay, so I guess today we have a bonus round. So what does that mean? That means that you guys did such an excellent job earlier, engaging with me, communicating with me, asking all kinds of questions to me, that I decided to do another live. So whoever's here for the first time, I want to welcome you as usual. Welcome aboard. And if you don't know who I am, of course, you're more than welcome to go ahead and check my TikTok page here. Okay. And if you like what you see, by all means, you can always hit a follow. But to make sure that you are updated with all the videos that I post, you should also hit the little bell icon. That way you will be informed every time I actually upload a video. And again, for those of you that were requiring about my mentorship services, you can always go at the bottom of my page, Katrina. I love it. Like, as soon as I saw you pop up, Katrina, I started smiling. I don't know. It just, yeah, for the second time today. Thank you. So as I was saying, you can go at the bottom of my page. It's an inside joke. Sorry, Katrina. She makes me laugh. Baby, no chewing. Sorry. Tell my dog not to chew. No chewing, please. Yeah, at the bottom of my page, you're going to find my link tree. You can always tap on that, and that will direct you to my mentoring services, of course, and anything else that you want to. Bailey, no chewing. Sorry, guys. I have my 6-month-old husky here that sometimes, you need a little more than just awareness to discipline her. She's all good. She's a puppy, so I love her. So, and again, for those that wish to subscribe, you can always subscribe while I'm live, of course. That's the only time you can do so. And anybody that does so, yeah, no chewing, Bailey. That's right, Katrina. She's chewing one of the blankets, believe it or not, that we had for our sons when they were like newborns, right? And we gave it to her, but she seems to think that it's a toy, and she chews through it. She doesn't realize that at 6 months, her teeth are quite powerful now, and she can chew right through. So, having said that, all right, so today's topic, again, for the second time, what I really wanted to say was about the 3D, 5D. And I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of requests from a lot of you out there, actually, saying that they are kind of concerned. They are a little bit scared in a way, because they believe that because of their awakening, they are moving to like a 5D reality, a 5D earth, and they are leaving behind their loved ones. Okay? So, United Macedonia, thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. So, I just want to clear some things out so there's no, no hard feelings between you and your loved ones that you're leaving so-called behind. Bailey, no chewing. Come on. Thank you. So, what we need to do here, we need to realize, okay, that you are not leaving anybody behind. Okay? The way this works is, it doesn't matter if it's 3D or 5D or any D for that matter. What really happens is that you are shifting your vibration, you are shifting your frequency. And by doing so, you are the one that's moving in that so-called 5D reality or any other reality. Now, having said that, you are going to find your people or your relatives that are already in that dimension. Because like I've said before, we live on different dimensions. We are multidimensional. You're not the only one that's multidimensional, so are they. So the ones that are here, so be it. You're going to find the same ones, which is, again, them in the 5D. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you shouldn't feel guilty for leaving somebody behind, because in reality, you're not. You're just meeting up with the same person in that reality. Okay? And the earth that you're leaving back, for example, is just the earth that is in that vibration, that frequency with the people that are living on it. Okay? You are going to move to an earth which is 5D, but all the people that are on there and everything else, not just people, are in that frequency, in that vibration. And you should not feel bad about it, because you are going to actually see your relatives in that vibration. The version of your relatives that are vibrating at that frequency. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that way, you should not be afraid of anything. You should not feel guilty of anything for, leaving somebody behind, because you are not. You are shifting to a different vibration. You are shifting to a different dimension. But, having said that, there's a version of you that's still in the 3D. Do you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if it's a 3D, 5D, 4D, 6D, 10D, 12D, 20D, whatever dimensions you want to call it. And yes, there is 12Ds and so on, and 20 and so on. Science has only picked up on, I believe, 12 or 13, but that's not true. There's far more and beyond that. As a matter of fact, the dimensions are infinite. Literally, we have an infinite matter or infinite number of dimensions. Why? Because we have an infinite amount of ourselves, of our being. So if you have an infinite amount of your being, you cannot just have a specific number of dimensions. You can't cap it off at 12 like science is trying to tell you. That's not true. There's an infinite number. So don't be afraid. Don't be concerned, okay? Because you are shifting, but where you are going to shift, you are also in the same vibration with others that are like you, including other family members, friends, and so on. You're not leaving anybody behind. As a matter of fact, you do this constantly every day. You shift vibrations, you shift dimensions multiple times throughout the day. At least 100 to 150 times a day you're shifting vibrations and frequencies and dimensions. You just don't realize it. But you're constantly doing it. Every time you think of something, you've shifted dimension. Every time you feel different about something, you've shifted dimension. This is how dimensions operate. Okay? Science hasn't understood that yet, but this is how dimensions operate. Every time you change your focus, you shifted a dimension. Why? Because you shifted your vibration, you shifted your frequency. Plain and simple. That's it. The minute you do that, you've changed your reality, no matter what. There's nothing to prove. You can't sit there and prove, because we don't have the instruments to prove that. This is just an absolute knowing. This is knowledge from within. It's like kind of trying to prove, I don't know, that the earth is round. I'm just giving you an example, right? There's still people debating that. Do you know how many people are out there actually debating that the earth is flat? What does that tell you? You can't really prove anything. There's always people that have a different opinion, and that's okay, and that's good. This is what creates this balance of so-called yin and yang. This is what creates this beautifulness, this awe. You know, you go somewhere, maybe down in Arizona or whatever, you're looking at the Grand Canyon, you look at it from then you're going, who created this? Right? So that's what I wanted to say. I just wanted to remind you that it doesn't matter. Okay, don't feel guilty. Because a lot of you have reached out and you were concerned about leaving loved ones behind in the 3D. What am I going to do? I'm leaving I'm leaving and I'm going to the 5D, and my relatives or my husband or my wife, my kids, whatever, they're still, stuck in the 3D. No, they're not. Nobody's stuck anywhere. You're going to meet your husband or your kids or whoever it is that you want to meet in the 5D. And it's them. Just like you left your old self back in the 3D. There's a version of you there. That's it. You just shifted. That's all you did. So I just wanted to make that point clear. All right. What kind of questions do we have here? Again, for the second time. Let's see what we have here. Welcome. Okay. Of course, the more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we create here. Right? This platform loves that. Hello from Toronto again. I love it. Toronto, you are so amazing. Katrina, hello again. We are blessed with 2 lives today. Yes, I can say the same. I am blessed with you being here on 2 lives. That's amazing. United Macedonia, thank you for being here, my friend Katrina again. Yes, no chewing, Bailey. That's right. No chewing, Bailey. I love that. Thank you, Katrina. United Macedonia, okay, greetings to all. Let's tap so we can have more people. Thank you, United Macedonia. Love and light to you. Have you ever met an earth angel when you astral travel? You know, the funny thing is when you astral travel, you meet all kinds of beings. Okay, you meet all sorts of different entities. As a matter of fact, you meet yourself in so many different realities, if you want to. And this is actually mind-blowing because you look at yourself as a different being, not human, even though you can interact with your being in other human forms, but you look at yourself and you wonder, that's really me, and you are kind of like, ah. But at the same time, we need to realize that that person is, or that being is looking at you, and they have the same awe experience, right? So yes, I have met earth angels and all other types of angels, as you might want to put them. Again, I don't want to put labels on them, because when we put labels, we literally put limits on them. Okay? I don't like putting limits on anything, because we are truly unlimited. That's why I came up with the name Unlimited You as well. It's not about me, it's you. You are unlimited. Unlimited you. There are no limits as to what you can do, what you can accomplish, what you can achieve, what you can, there's no limits to you. Michael, good vibrations. Ever use the singing bowl? Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I have one in my bedroom, right beside where I sleep, right beside my pillow, actually. I have a singing bowl. And believe it or not, every night I always love to take this singing bowl and strike it on the side of it and just start playing with it. Sometimes I'll just start playing with it without even striking it. And it just brings me in this vibration, because it is vibration. It is a frequency of total harmony, total bliss. And even though, when you strike it sometimes a little hard, it could be kind of annoying to the ear, if you might say. Vibrationally wise, every cell in my body feels it and loves it. And I'm so in tune with it. So thank you for making that comment. Yeah. How can I lucid dream? Very easy. First of all, you need to put the intention just before you sleep. You say to yourself, you say to the universe, you say to whoever it is that you want to speak to, and you just say, hey, tonight I'm sleeping, and while I am sleeping, I want to remember that I am dreaming while I am dreaming. That's what lucid dreaming is. Lucid dreaming is that you remember that you have woken up, like kind of in your dream. You know that you are dreaming. Why is this significant? Because when you wake up, or when you realize in your dream that you are dreaming, you have amazing powers. Tremendous powers. You can do anything you want in your dream. You control it. You are its master. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. The same way you control what happens in that dream, the lucid dreaming we're talking about, because you are aware that you are dreaming. The same kind of power you have in this physical reality when you realize who you really are. Because again, you're going to realize that who you really are is not even here. It's just a portion of them, and you're just dreaming. This whole reality that we call reality is nothing but a dream to your higher self, to who you really are. This is mind-blowing. Because once you understand this, you have the same amount of control that you would have in a lucid dream. I'm glad you brought this up. So beautifully said. The same amount of control you would have in a lucid dream you would have here, in this physical reality. By simply realizing that who you really are is not even here. It's just a portion of you. The bigger part of you, the majority of who you are, stays in the non-physical. A small part of you comes here. Just like when you are sleeping, a portion of you is in the dream, but who you really are is not there. But when you realize in your dream that you are lucid dreaming, when you realize in your dream that you are in a dream, you have tremendous powers. You can do anything you want. You can move people around just by, waving your hand. At least I can. You can change the outcome of the dream. You can do whatever you want. Same thing applies in real life. Once you understand that you are not your physical body, once you understand that this also is a dream, then it becomes a lucid dream. Then you can do whatever you want in this physical reality. Literally. And it can happen instantly. Just like a lucid dream. This is what kind of power you have. This is what I've been talking about. This is what I've been pointing you towards. Whoever catches it, catches it. Whoever doesn't, someday will. Might take a while, but it's all good. Thank you for that. Hello, my friend. What's your opinion about this year? I don't have opinions on yours. I just take things as they are. I wouldn't even define it as a year. Because again, we're putting limits on it. What's the difference between this year, which is, let's say, 2023, and 1821? Is there a difference? No, there isn't. You know why? Because when 1821 came, it was in the present moment. Right? 2023 is here, it's in the present moment. Is there a difference? No. Why define it? Why put a label? Let's drop the labels. Katrina, how do we know if 3D or 5D? Beautiful question. The answer to it is you really don't know. Because whether you are in 3D or 5D, it's going exactly the same to you. You might pick up on certain things. You might pick up on certain changes. You might pick up on people's awareness. In the 5D realm, people are more awakened. Okay? In the 3D, not so much. That is probably your best indicator. So the more people you bump into, Katrina, that are more in line with you, chances are you've shifted to 5D. Having said this, let's not put a limit, because like I've said before, there are so many dimensions, not just 3 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 12 or 50 or 30 or 100 or 1,000. There's limitless dimensions. Science has only picked up on, I think, 12. That's not correct. There's a lot more. Sooner or later, they're going to catch on, but there's a lot more. So, the more people you come across that that are in alignment with you, that is more proof to you that you have shifted. How many lives done yet? How many lives? Are you talking about lives, like in lives as a human life? That is all up to you. The amount of lives that you get is up to you. Hi, Ma. I know you want to see Bailey. I think she went on the other side. Bailey. 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 Come here. Somebody wants to see you. Let me see if I can put her on. Come here, come here. It's okay, come here. Come. Up. Yeah, there she is. There she is. Look, here. Say hi. Hi, Bailey. Yeah, that's Bailey. Oh, man, might as well stay here, Bailey. Stay here. Okay, so, yeah, the amount of lives that you have is all up to you, really. Depends on how many lives you want to have. There's no specific number. Everybody is different. Right, puppy? Right. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? And Katrina, yes, Ma. Yes, please. Let's see Bailey. Oh, you wanted to see Bailey too? Yeah, there she is. Isn't she beautiful? Give me a look. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. What if you can no longer resonate with family because of awakening? So again, that's a beautiful question. Thank you, Val. So what would happen in that scenario? Here, Bailey, don't drop anything. Yeah. So what would happen in that scenario is you're going to meet those family members, okay, in a different dimension again. So you're not leaving anybody behind. What you're actually doing is you are meeting up with the same people in that different dimension. Okay? So keep in mind that when you leave, there's always a portion of you that stays back. That portion of you is still going to be interacting with those family members. So they won't even know that you left. They literally will. See what you did, Ma? Now Bailey doesn't want to leave me. She wants to stay here. Of course, if I was her, I wouldn't want to leave me either. That's a joke. All right. And who's this? Okay, Clevis. Hi, Professor. Since we live in so many realized the same time, what is the main reason we come here? Again, everybody has a different reason for coming here. One of the key and main reasons that you come here for is to learn, of course, about love, about how accepting others and loving others. That's a very key component. But one of the main things that you come here for is to just simply experience this life, to experience this reality, to actually learn how to play around with energy, because energy in this dimension is very, very heavy, right? It's very dense. So when an energy is dense and heavy, what happens is you can really practice your skills on it. And when you master it, then you can master any other dimension or reality. Okay, Billy, go. Here, puppy. Go. Here. Hey, Billy, what you doing there? Okay. You can master any other reality after that, because the other realities are not as dense. They are not as heavy. So when a reality is not dense and heavy, and you've practiced on a dense and heavy reality like this one, then you can master the other one very, very quick. And the reason for this is because the other ones, the minute you think of something, let's say you crossed, right? And you believe in hell or heaven, you're instantly going to create that in front of your eyes. That's why you have a lot of NDEs, right? That according to their belief system, they see. If they believe in a devil, they will see a devil. If they believe in hell, they will see a hell. If they believe in judgment, they will see judgment. If they believe in whatever it is that they resonate with, they will see. But if you master this here, in this reality, then guess what happens? You know that you've crossed, and then you can easily change your reality on the other side, because it's instant. So let's say you find yourself in hell, you can get out of hell really fast if you understand how energy works, right? If you don't like where you are, let's say it's not green enough for you, it's too rocky, you can change it in an instant just by thinking of the greenery. This is why you also came here, to understand that you have this kind of power. Had some moments when I was aware about dreaming, but something said to me that I'm not ready yet. Yeah, that can happen. That can certainly happen. But at the same time, if you continued, you would understand what kind of power you have. And when you come to that realization, there's no stopping you. Literally, no stopping you at all. Wow, yes. How to manifest. Okay, I'm going down to see if any of my subs are here saying something, because again, I got a lot of comments here. Katrina, thank you. Not a problem. Trying to see. Okay, Katrina. Hi, Bailey. She's so cute. Yes, she is, isn't she? She is cute. She's amazing. I love her, Katrina. Yes, she is beautiful. I'm going to come back to that comment. Let me see if... Katrina, it looks like you're the only one here right now. Earlier I had a few of you, and that's okay. Biggest classroom you'll ever sit in, 1000%. I totally agree with you. We love you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. I wonder when I know I'm awakening. So, when you are awakening, believe it or not, you will know. There's no two ways about it. And the reason for this is because you're going to feel like you're the black sheep to everything else around you, right? You're kind of going to feel like you are isolated, because when you talk, nobody really understands you. Your relatives might be distant from you. Your friends might be distant from you, because your understanding is far greater and far beyond. I'm not trying to cut them down. What I'm saying is you are at a different level. And by simply being in that level, we also need to understand that we can't force anybody to come with us. They need to be where they are in order to learn whatever it is that they need to learn here. So we need to respect that, and we need to meet them where they are. That's a powerful statement. Meet them where they are. You know what that means? That means if somebody can't come up to your level of understanding, you go down to their level and you match them. And you communicate with them in words that they understand. This is where religion and all these wonderful books were, when they were written in the language that those people back then could understand, because they couldn't relate to anything else. But then what happened is everything got misinterpreted. And that's why today you have so many different denominations in every religion. Christianity has, I don't know, maybe 300 different denominations. Who's counting? Muslims have their own denominations. Jews have their own. India, oh my God, with all the awakening. China, so many different groups, right? So what do you follow? You know what my answer is? You don't follow none of them. You follow what you are in alignment with, because this is your truth. You don't follow anything else, including me. If you are not in alignment with what I'm saying, I strongly suggest you don't follow. You only follow what resonates with you. You connect with that. So, that's how you know that you are awakening. You kind of become the black sheep until you're not. Because all of a sudden, you might be the black sheep in that group of people, but you will, undoubtedly, you will come across people that think like you and are similar, or have a similar, I should say, vibration with you. That's a beautiful experience. Literally is. It's happened to me. We love you. Oh, I love you too. Good to hear. Because I'm thinking I might, if died, I don't know it. Laugh out loud. Yeah, some people, actually that comment is actually a smart comment. And I'll tell you why, because some people have actually died and don't realize that they died. And the reason for this is because they are so attached to their life here in this so-called physical plane. Because again, nothing is physical, but for argument's sake, let's just say physical plane. They are so attached to this reality, I should say, that they don't realize that they died. Which death in reality is not, nothing happens to you. You just shift. You choose to change your awareness and you're aware of something else. That's all death is. You choose to focus somewhere else. We call it death because we like to put labels on it. There is no death. It's like you were in a movie theater watching a movie. The movie ended and you just got up and you went to a different movie theater across the hall. That's all that happened. Did you die? No. Where were you? You were at movie theater A. Movie is over. Now you decided to go to movie theater B. And when movie theater B is over, you're going to decide to go to movie theater C. We call it death, but there's no such thing. It's just you shifting focus from one reality to another. We just got for a few seconds. Awesome. Okay. Hello from Romania. Hello, my wonderful friend. Always nice to connect with people from around the world. What is an NDE? Glad you asked. So, an NDE is a label that we put for people that almost died or were clinically dead for an X amount of time. NDE means near-death experience, okay? And anybody that has had one will confess, or they will clearly indicate to you that they solemnly believe, and they know, not just believe, they know that they are not their body. They know that they went to a place where they call home. Because it really is home. It's where you came from and you go back. This is not your home. You're dreaming this. This is not your home. People with NDEs come back totally changed. I have not met one person that has had an NDE and didn't come back changed. Became changed totally. Even if they were atheists, or even if they believed in a certain religion, or whatever their background was, didn't matter. They all came back changed. So I don't wish upon anybody to have an NDE because in a lot of cases there's a lot of suffering. But on the flip side, there's also great awakening that goes with it. So that's what an NDE is. Thank you. Hello, brother. Hope all is well. Shahir's in the house. Hi again. Beautiful soul. Have to see you again today. Thank you, Shahira. Yeah, I was just mentioning this. Yeah, I did my first live and I decided to do a second one. I had a lot of different comments. People wanted to know about 3D and 5D, and basically what I was saying is that it's not that you are leaving anybody behind. It is you. It's all about you. It's always been about you. You are shifting your awareness to a frequency that is more in alignment with who you have become. That's all the 3D and 5D are. But I was also saying that there are an infinite amount of dimensions, right? So let's not get stuck on 3D, 5D. There's an infinite amount of them. Spirit Hippo, thanks, okay. Some family think I'm weird. Let them. Let them think you're weird. It doesn't matter. Their outer world is a direct indication of who they are at that present moment. So if they think that you are weird, it's not you that's weird, it's them. Do you understand? They are only exuding what their inside world is. You create your outside world. Thank you, Wessa. Thank you for being here. You create your outside world. It's not the other way around. We are led to believe that the outside world creates us. We are led to believe that we are a product of the outside world. Look at the theory of evolution. That's exactly what it teaches. That's not true. The outside world is a clear reflection of your inside world. So if people think you're weird, it's not you that's weird, it's them. Think about it, okay? Sometimes being apart brings them into their awakening, yes. It does. As a matter of fact, a quick way for anybody to awaken if you want to call it that, is by spending time alone. Literally, spend time with yourself, with your thoughts. And I know I tell you many times not to uh, listen to your thoughts. Again, you're not going to listen to them, but you are going to observe them. And by you observing your thoughts, you will realize what vibration you are in. But in order to do that, you need to separate yourself from those thoughts. Because a lot of times we mistaken our thoughts to be us, and we are not. We are not our thoughts. Right? So spending time alone will definitely help you in the process. So people think, your family members think you're weird because you are talking about spirits and awakening. So we need to understand that for a lot of people, this topic is very sensitive. They don't like to talk about spirits. They don't like to speak about awakening. So if I were you, I would just leave it alone. If they don't like it when you speak about spirits and awakening, then simply don't speak to them about it. You will find your group of people that you can speak to. Right here, you already found it. There is a large group of people right here already that think alike. And I want to welcome you. Welcome. You're here. Nobody thinks you're weird here. I guarantee you that. You know why I guarantee you that? Because all these wonderful people that are here connecting with me and me with them, we think in similar ways. And you being here means you also think in similar ways. Therefore, nobody is going to say that you are weird. Welcome, my friend. Follow your heart. Yes, Churchill, I agree with you. Coming down will make me a better listener, because no point in sharing my reality. So you can share your reality, right? And whoever's willing to be part of it will be. Nothing wrong with sharing your reality. Churchill, it's happening right now listening to you. A lot of things happen when people connect with me. I'm not saying that in an egotistical way. I'm just saying that a lot of things do happen because, again, it's kind of, we help one another to wake up. That's all it is, right? And remember who we are. Joanna, how are you? I find the religions so very limiting for the individual. Yes, I totally agree with you. And I don't think they were created like that by design, because they all have a wonderful message behind them if we understand that message. But down the line, down the road, it has been, all religions have been misinterpreted. And there's kind of, we kind of tend to look at them through a foggy lens. We don't see clear. And yes, you're right, they do limit you. I totally agree with that statement. Shahira, I experienced that awakened people are looking more beautiful and attractive than before their Shahira. Always something nice that you say. You're brilliant. Love and light to you, my friend. I love having you here. Did anyone else notice the same? Yes, I agree with you. This is where the glowing part. Have you seen some, anybody that has gone to church, I'm sure, if you go to some of the Orthodox churches, you're going to see that around saints, they have this glow around their head, right? Which symbolizes that they're saints, but in reality it just shows their aura. At the same time, you might see them depicted like having like a certain glow around them. This is the reason why. The reason is because they were awakened. It just, religion took it and misinterpreted everything again, right? So you're totally right, Shahira. How do I learn more about your teachings? How do I shift reality? Just follow me. I do a lot of lives. I do a lot of videos. Today alone, I think I posted like 3 videos. Go to my page, go through my videos, watch them. If you want more info, you can always click on my link tree at the bottom and you can sign up for mentorship if you want. But either way, you can learn a lot even through here, through the lives, okay, and through my page. So, what else do we have? Yes, 100% Westlaw. Thank you, my friend. Katrina, do you think it's normal to feel a bit lost for a while after awakening? 1000%, yes. It is totally normal, Katrina. Like I said earlier, you're going to feel like you're the black sheep, but you're not. It's just that your awareness has grown or expanded to a point of no return, because literally there's no return. Once you have tasted this expansion, you can't go back, ever. Very normal. How do we effectively separate from our thoughts? That's awesome. Beautiful question. My previous live was about that actually. The quickest way to separate from your thoughts, of course, is through being present and totally aware of the present moment. When you become fully aware of the present moment, you're giving your brain a task. Your brain can't do 2 things at the same time. It either does one or another. In this way, you are actually training your brain to be busy in the moment. It's not going to like it, but it does have to comply because you are its master. Another way is to, of course, meditate. And when you meditate, the type of meditation I'm talking about is to simply allow your thoughts to come and go. Simply allow your emotions to come and go without you becoming attached to either of them. Okay. Okay. That's why I'm happy you are here with everyone. Thank you, my friend. I am here with everybody, yes. And I know exactly the way you feel. I do. Because once you've been through the process is the same. You awaken, you feel like you are the black sheep. No 2 ways about it. But at the same time, like I said, you are going to come across like-minded people that love you, respect you, and will listen to you because they understand what you are talking about. Wesla, especially numbers and synchronicities, is making people very uncomfortable when I talk. Yeah, 1000%. I agree. Yeah, numbers, synchronicities, it does make people uncomfortable because, again, they don't understand where you're coming from. They don't understand. They don't have that level of awareness that you do. But having said this, they are where they need to be. So the only thing that we can do is just meet them at their level. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm not saying that they are below you or something like that. What I'm saying is, in order for you to have a productive talk with them, in order for you to communicate with them somehow, you need to bring yourself down because they can't bring themselves up. But you can. You can go down because at some point you were there. You just woke up and you are at a different level. But you can still meet them where they are. Thank you, Wesla. You're amazing. Yeah, they all have good things inside the religions. Yes, they do. All of them. They have wonderful teachings. But we can't take a book and read it literally and understand it that way. That's not the way they were written. They were written, a lot of them, in parables. They were written in short stories. They were written, thank you, Wesla. They were written with hidden meanings behind them. And whoever understood those meanings understood a lot more than what everybody else around them did. But they were written like that because they had to relate to the people of that time. Like I said, you meet them where they are. Those books were written in a language that the people back then could understand. But now, because we have grown, we have expanded, we have evolved, we need to see outside of that. Thank you. Right? And not take a book that was written 2,000 years ago, word by word, and try to interpret it like that. That's not the way it was written. Not by a long shot. Do you have any advice on how to build a deeper relationship or connection with Spirit? 1,000%. Yes. First, we need to understand one thing. Beautiful question, by the way. But first, we need to understand one thing. We need to understand that we are spirit ourselves. Okay? We are not this physical body that you see. We are spirit. Yes, a portion of that spirit has come down in a form of this physical body. But this is not who we are. The greater part of us, the bigger part of us, remains in the non-physical, or, as you call it, the spirit world. Right? So the way you connect is, first of all, to understand that you never disconnected. You are already there. The second way is to be still and silent. The third way is to simply allow all the information that comes through and just accept it. That's how you connect with spirit. Light attracts light, 1,000%, my friend. The aura, we all have it. Yes, we do. Crown chakra, absolutely. If person is angry and nervous, can he go astral projecting? No. No. Because anger and nervousness are not part of who you really are. In order for you to astral project, you need to connect with your true identity. You need to connect with who you really are. Who you really are is a being of love and light. There's no room for anger or nervousness. Okay? So if you met somebody that, let's say you were astral projecting, you met somebody that was angry on that side or nervous, you met them because you just entered a different dimension. It's not because they were traveling themselves being angry or nervous. You know what I mean? You met them at a dimension that they appear to be that way. Beautiful questions. I love your questions. Again, baby girl, hi, hello to you. I'm on the same boat. Awesome. Baby girl, in order to reset my reality, access my consciousness, thought, meditation. Yes, through meditation is a very good first step. The other one would be to, again, be fully present in the moment and aware of everything around you. Wow, 2 lives and look at me. I'm still talking. I was going to make this one a brief one, and I'm still talking. So you know what? I'm going to go down, see if any of my subs have any other questions. I am going to wrap this up again because it's I've been talking quite a bit again. Peace. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Shahira. What will happen next? Well, let's only be concerned about the present moment, shall we? And not worry about the next. There is no next moment. Your true power is always here right now. And as long as we understand that our true power is here now, we shouldn't be concerned about next or previous for that matter. Thank you, Shahira. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah, a lot of comments here. All right. Peace again. May I ask, why do I feel cold? And I felt that I was in a white light last night when I was going to... What's the rest of it? What's the rest of it, Peace? So, okay, when you were going to sleep. Okay, so, may I ask, why do I feel cold? And I felt that I was in a white light last night when I was going to sleep. That's because you were in a white light. Every time you enter a light, we need to understand the light that you see is your higher being. Always. Okay? It is your higher being always communicating with you, always directing you, always coaching you, if you might say. Okay? The cold part that you felt was just maybe an indicator from your higher self that you are kind of detached from it, if you want to call it that, right? But other than that, I wouldn't really be concerned. Overall, it is a beautiful way to connect with your higher self, to be in that white light. That's amazing, literally. Okay. So, what else do we have? Any other questions before I wrap it up? This is my second live. I've been probably speaking for like 3 hours today, which is all good. But on that note, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Peace. Thank you, my friend Shahira, Katrina. Love and light to every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Again, I'm going to say for all of you that don't know me, you can always go and check out my page here. If you like what you see, you can always hit a follow. And at the same time, I would strongly suggest you hit the little bell icon so that way every time I upload a video you get notified. Like I said, I did like 3 videos today and all my videos are very interesting, of course. And having said that, for those of you that wanted mentorship, of course, right at the bottom of my page, which is the TikTok page, of course, right under my profile picture, you're going to see Linktree. You can tap on that. That's going to direct you to my website. You have all the information there for coaching. And at the same time, anybody that wishes to subscribe, this is your opportunity. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a quick 15-minute Zoom meeting with me one-on-one, just to touch base. You only have about 30 seconds before I close. Now, having said that, again, I want to say a big thank you, and I want to remind everybody that don't worry about the 3D, 5D, thank you, Katrina, or any other D for that matter, any dimension. The reason for this is because you never leave anybody behind. You are the one that is shifting and going to a different reality that is in alignment with who you are. Thank you. And the people that you meet in that dimension are always and also going to be in the same frequency as you are, and you are going to meet the family members or whoever you were concerned about leaving behind. You will find them in that dimension as well. Like I said, we are multidimensional beings and we occupy all those dimensions simultaneously. Love and light, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, wherever you might be in the world. Bye for now.